Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Racecar hotel room trailer build. As always, if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe to my videos. It would mean a lot to me and I definitely appreciate it. In this video, we're going to go over a couple of things. We're going to see a patch repair that I did on top of the roof to help stop some of the leaking in the back, which was definitely very successful. We're going to see the insulation put up in the roof, as well as the bracing for the AC unit that we have to install. And then last but certainly not least, the walls that you currently see are now white, and here is why. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so we're up at the top of the roof right now, and I do have some small water leaks coming into the trailer, mainly at the corners, and it is causing some water damage on the wood panels and everything else. Obviously, water being inside is never a good thing. I did notice it, unfortunately, after I took it home. I thought I saw some water damage when I bought the trailer, but it was really dried and it had just rained the night before. So I made an assumption that it was an old water damage and already previously repaired. However, that was not the case as I opened up the trailer after a rainy day and saw the corners seeping pretty badly. So what I am doing this time is I'm not doing a full repair. I am doing a current patch repair. And so I've got some mineral spirits up here that I'm gonna clean up the old lap sealant with, and then I have some Gorilla waterproof patch and sealer. I don't recommend that this is how you fix your camper by any means, or your trailer, or whatever you're using. My intent is to clean a lot of this up, and I'm going to do the EnduraBond tape across this trailer, which I think will work really well because it's a really flat trailer. I've read some fantastic things about it, and as long as you prep appropriately, that stuff is supposed to last forever. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting on that to come in, and aka saving up some money to buy everything that I need for it, I'm just going to clean this up, and I'm going to do a touch coat with this Gorilla waterproof sealer, and hopefully everything turns out okay for me there. And I think it'll be enough to hold me over to at least stop the water damage from getting inside or from it getting any worse. So here we go. So you just saw us remove everything out of the ceiling. It's another day. And now comes the bracing for the air conditioner and where it'll eventually go. So if you can see this, I pull down here, I'm using 2 fingers and lightly pulling down, and it's shaking the entire ceiling. So it's definitely not going to be enough when there's an 80-pound air conditioner sitting on top of this. You know, going over a bump, comes up, comes down, it's easy. 300-pound force that's going to be sitting on top of this very thin steel metal. So what I have planned and what I am going to do, and I'm hoping it's going to be enough, is brace this inner frame where the skylight currently mounts to. And what I'm going to do is take these pieces that I already have cut 40 inches, and I'm going to weld them to the frame going down, and I'm only going to do spot welds down. And then just kind of weld in place right here as well where this steel frame sits. And then I have 8-foot sections that are going to go on the outside to support it all the way across as well. And so with the 2 outside pieces and then the inside bracing going across, I believe that should be more than plenty to mount and support the air conditioner that's going to be going across. I mean, the air conditioner is only 80 pounds. I feel like there's a lot of steel going across that should brace it and provide the support that I'll need to stop it from bouncing without any complications. So again, if you're looking to do this at home, I have ended up buying 2 8-foot pieces of 1" by 1" square steel tubing. And then over here, the smaller pieces measured out to be 40 inches that fit just perfect in between that center section. So that will be the goal for tonight, is to square that all away, brace it, secure it. And then what I plan on doing is going to Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever I can find it, and getting some of that 1" board insulation. And that's why, you know, I mentioned it before, but that's why I took down all the panels on the inside, is so I can layer up the insulation up top, put the panels back up, and that's going to stop, you know, a good amount of the heat loss or AC that you normally experience out in the summer or cold winter days. So that is where we're at. Let's get to it. So I had full intentions of walking you through and showing you what I did for the bracing after all was said and done. But of course I got ahead of myself and just started putting insulation up and then didn't think about it until afterwards. But if you could see what I was doing on the time lapse, I had a bar going here, a bar going there, and then one on either side that I previously mentioned. I had to take all these down one by one, put the foam board up. This is just 1" foam board, and it worked out very well. Happy with it. Got to put the rest of the paneling back up and the trim pieces, and then we'll be onto the floor. So I'm in the trailer. I finished painting. It's not a good paint job by really any stretch of the imagination, but it is a paint job. The walls did not want to accept paint, and so I put 3 coats on the walls, some spots 4. I put 2 on the ceiling. My back's hurting, and quite frankly, I'm just done. So even though it's not perfect, it'll be good enough for now. The trailer does look pretty good though. Say hi, Graham.
Hi.
The trailer looks pretty good, and the white has really made it shine up. The lights look good. Everything is pretty straight up. Yeah, everything's packed up. Next part that we have to do is take the floors, lay them down. I think based on some measurements, I'm going to have to cut about a 1/4 inch off of the sides of each of the rows just to be able to kind of give it some flex and some room to expand when it gets hot. But other than that, lay down. I'm going to do a 1/4 round trim along the side, and then we get to put in all the accessories, which will obviously be the fun part down the road. So here's what's next. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to part 2 of this trailer build. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll be going over the floors. We'll be hanging up the electrical box, and then we'll be doing all the wiring for the outlets and the other things that I want to have in the future of the trailer build. And my favorite by far, hanging up all of the accessories that we've bought, because that'll definitely be enjoyable and kind of organizing how we want the trailer to look for this race car hotel room style build. As always, please feel free to like and subscribe to the videos. It would mean a lot to me. And thanks for tuning in. See you in part 3.